I looked at it and said, there's no way these people actually care about the rankings. They're making fucking like thousands of dollars. Why do they care about the ranking?
Yeah, like who cares?
Who cares, bro? It's just a ranking. You're still making money.
It's just a number.
But now that I look at it, I'm like, bro, the ranking literally starts taking over your life. Like right now, I'm doing this podcast, right? I would look at my fucking TikTok and I'm like, what's my ranking right now? And I keep checking it, even though I'm not live. I keep checking it because people are coming up to me and they're catching up to me. That's when it becomes
and you don't
toxic.
want the other person to benefit. You don't want them to benefit. You
100%. That's when it truly
keep going up, but don't go above me.
That's when it becomes really, really toxic. And that's when I realize I'm like, fuck, bro, this is actually very bad for your mental health.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
The Lebbie podcast is the best podcast in the area, and you can't change my mind.
Sorry, I'm late. I just don't give up.
What,
Who's
you really
that?
want to
Who's
start
that?
with that Conor McGregor reference?
Bro, Conor McGregor back in the day,
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it this morning, because you know when you're on TikTok and then so many Conor McGregor edits come up.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. I get
bro,
that as
the
well.
guy has not been prime Conor for how long, yeah?
Yeah.
But the amount of edits that come up still from like his iconic one-liners.
No, they always
They
use
always
that,
come up.
and they always use that song, the Polo G one.
Yeah.
I swear I miss you dearly.
Yeah.
One of those ones.
You know what? He changed the game,
Yeah,
bro. If you gotta admit, Conor McGregor actually I was watching a video of him and Stephen A. Smith, and then he's like, "Oh, your parents were telling you can't make money off this." He said, "Watch me make money off it, and watch me turn it into one of the biggest multi-million-dollar business."
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah, I think he's the epitome of manifestation.
100%.
He manifested
110%.
everything he got.
I think without Conor McGregor, the UFC wouldn't be where it is today. And I know it's a very obvious statement, but
Yours, don't click off. We're just
no, seriously, we just wanted to start because it was on my mind. It was on my mind this morning, and I was thinking about Conor McGregor and like how much he actually changed the UFC. But anyway, let's get back. Sorry, I just wanted to do a quick rant.
Where have we been?
Bro, it feels like we haven't done a podcast in like 6 months.
I know. I forgot
bro,
how to
I
do.
feel weird.
How do you do a podcast? I forgot.
I don't know. You know why though? You know why? Because we were on holidays. Obviously, went to Queensland and stuff, which we're going to talk about a bit more.
Yeah.
Plus, the last two podcasts that we done with Issa and Doc, we done them like back to back. So we done those podcasts 2 days in a row.
Same week.
We usually do one podcast a week, right? We do film on Tuesdays or Wednesdays or whatever, and then post on Thursday. But this time, because we knew we were going to be in Queensland the week after, we did Issa on a Tuesday and then Doc on a Wednesday. And then literally just posted them week 1 and then week 2. And now it's like, we haven't done a podcast in over 3 weeks, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
It feels like it's been a while. I got the mics out. I'm like, wait, what? How do I do this again? I was like...
By the way, we've got a bit of a new setup. I don't know if you guys noticed. This is a new location. I'm not going to say specifically the location, but yeah, it's not in the old... I kind of miss
location.
it, though. I miss the old
setup,
studio.
The old garage.
The garage studio.
Parents' house.
Yeah. It's different now, but
you got to start out somewhere. You know what I mean?
obviously, yeah. So now it's a bit of a different sort of studio. We're gonna obviously this isn't the final product. You know, we got the FIFA cards in the back, by the way. But this isn't the final product. This is like in the works. Obviously, we still got that one angle, which we're gonna change now. So we're gonna obviously get two
try
angles.
And get multiple angles on a guest and whatever. Yeah, higher production. Just expect high production.
High production.
And can I say, Happy New Year. Well, we forgot to say.
Yeah, 22. Look, listen, this is the first. Look, I know a lot of you are probably upset. Like, oh, where's the guest? Where's the guest? We haven't done one of just me and him for a while.
Who's the next guest?
Yeah, I know, because we had some crack. I got to say, we ended off 2021 with a fucking bang.
Oh, for sure.
Bro,
man, for sure.
literally our podcast went from 1K views. And I'm not going to I'm going to say it. Like,
we got a lot of new listeners now. So
100%. And I'm honest with you guys. Like, our podcast went from like 700, 800, better cracking 800 views, 1K views, to like 7,500, like 7,000 views, 5,000 views.
Hedy and Sam one.
Hedy and Sam's one was
8K, I think now.
It's by far our best podcast to date.
For sure.
Because of obviously all the drama involved. But that's the sad part, eh? Like, you know, like we got a lot of freaking good guests that like have changed us personally. Like they've changed the way our outlook is on life. Yeah. They've provided a lot of quality and they've provided a lot of like, you know, proper information that we all need. But those podcasts didn't do as well as the podcast that when we got Hedy and Sam, Castro, Issa. I don't know. I feel like it's just our community in general.
Yeah. Well, if you look at, for example, we had a podcast with Matt Shares. Matt Shares had a great story.
Yeah. Like, Matt Shares basically, the suicide survivor. Great story, man. Like one of the, still in my opinion, the best podcast today. The most, how do I say it? Like the most influential podcast.
Yes.
The most influential, the most meaningful
Yep.
podcast that we've had so far.
Well, you can learn a lot from someone that's been through, you know, what Matt's been through. You can
100%.
learn a ton.
110%.
yeah.
But the thing is, it's sad to say it, but our community, which is mainly our audience, right? So our audience would mainly be like Middle Eastern, you know, the age bracket, probably 16 to 20, probably a bit younger or probably a bit older, I don't know. Around that age bracket. What are they doing mostly these days?
TikTok.
And what specifically on
And
TikTok
just
is
TikTok.
happening? What specifically on TikTok
there's
is
a lot of
happening?
drama at the moment, let's just say. There's a lot
Bro,
of
there is so much drama. Like,
conflicts.
it's so fucking toxic, bro. Like, I've said it before. I was watching one of the recent dramas till like 2, 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there on the live because they wouldn't stop talking. I'm like, fucking, I'm invested.
Yeah.
The thing is,
here's what I think. If you look at back in time till now, what's always sold and what's always been like something that people are always intrigued in? Drama and conflict. Even if you go back hundreds of years, they used to they used to have the Colosseums and then two people battle it out, whatever. It's always sold drama.
100%.
So, and today we still have that, unfortunately. So
The thing is, though, no one wants to see positivity.
No.
That's the main. I feel like a lot of people just want to see like,
no.
bro, this guy, what did she say about him? What the fuck? Is that what she said about him? Oh, what did he say about her? Oh, wait, are they fighting?
No,
Oh,
and
what's this dirty laundry? It's a
you
lot
know-
about dirty laundry.
Yeah, for sure.
Dirty laundry is a big thing, bro. Exposing people.
Yeah, when did we ever have like people exposing other people's personal life, like personal stuff on TikTok? It
100%.
wasn't like that. If you go back a year ago, or
It wasn't.
not even a year ago, maybe half a year ago.
It wasn't, no. And the
not
thing
like
is, though, if you truly have a conflict with someone, yeah, like if you truly hate someone, you truly have beef with someone, like I get personal problems, you get personal problems, we have family problems, you know, that we don't put out. But these people, the fact that they put it out on TikTok shows that it's all for clout. Like if let's say you owe me money, or let's say you done something with my girl.
Yeah.
Which fucking I hope you don't, but like
Yeah.
let's say you done something behind closed doors.
Yeah.
If I go right now and give you a call and be like, what the fuck did you do? 1, 2, 3. Instead of going, all right, you know what? Fuck this guy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go on TikTok live right now, wait till I get to about 1,000 viewers concurrently, and then spread fucking information about this guy and shut his whole life.
Yeah.
Shut his whole life on TikTok.
There's no private talk anymore.
There's no private talk, cuz. It's all over TikTok now. Like you literally, everyone's dirty laundry. Just jump on a live.
It's embarrassing, bro. I gotta say, it's
Bro,
embarrassing.
and it's you know what's crazy? It's not just our community. Now it's like white people. It's like
Yeah.
non-Arabs are getting involved.
You find like anyone is egging it on. It's not a specific culture. Everyone's egging it on.
Bro, they love it.
They all love the
Bro,
drama.
I'm telling you, they love it.
In the comments, you don't see anyone saying, "Oh, guys, you should sort this out in private. Please talk to each other. Come together as brothers or sisters or whatever."
No. They
egging
egg it on. They go, oh, what did that flop say? Oh, bro, feed him.
Yeah, and then you have those shitty drama pages. They'll post like a 10-second clip of them swearing at each other.
This bro.
Then that'll egg it on.
Listen.
Further.
I just want to say it. If you are one of those pages that screen records and you don't show your face and all your content is just screen recording dramas, go get a fucking job, get a fucking life, and literally look at yourself in the mirror and reassess what you're doing.
Yeah, man.
Because that is one of the most.
Do content, man. Be yourself. Why do you have to revolve around someone else's life?
It's so
Be yourself.
fucking petty.
Yeah.
Like, wallah, they're like,
Big time.
bro, and they take sides.
Yeah.
They're like, team this, team that, team this.
team this, team that.
Imagine
bro.
your whole life is literally just watching lives. Like, bro, I got to say, I was one of those. Like, I watched a live like a few nights ago till about 2 a.m. After I turned it off, I'm like, I just laid there in bed, looked at the ceiling before I go to sleep, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? It's
Well,
not benefiting me.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not.
You know,
At all. In any aspect, it's not benefiting.
It's not benefiting me. I'm not
benefiting.
I'm not
them.
gaining
That's
any knowledge besides a bit of a laugh or a bit of a like,
Oh,
bro.
it's entertainment for like an hour or so.
Entertainment.
However
It is
long you're on
entertainment.
it.
Look,
Yeah.
we can't lie. It is entertainment.
Yeah.
But it's so fucking brain dead, bro. Like, I can sit here and if I spent the same time, like 2 or 3 hours or fucking 4 hours, whatever it was that I was watching that live, watching a podcast, Lebbie podcast or any other podcast, or watching
Shout out, Lebbie podcast.
watching something that's beneficial that can actually, teach me something.
Yeah.
Teach me something that I didn't know before. Crypto. Fuck, I don't know. NFTs,
You're not,
whatever.
You're not gonna. I'm sorry, but you're not gonna learn anything from two people arguing like just
You
over
just,
each other.
you know what you're going to learn? If you're non-Arab, you're going to learn a lot of Arabic swear words. You're going to learn a lot of fucking this and that. Zifat.
It's terrible. That
The amount of
specifically
Arab swear
with our
words.
community, like I gotta say, man, it's
Wallah,
embarrassing.
bro,
Very
they
embarrassing.
say some Arab swear words that I've never even heard before.
Yeah,
Like you,
even I learn new vocabulary. I'm like, what?
Bro,
does that
I'm
mean?
Arabic. Yeah, I could speak Arabic. He could speak Arabic, and
Yeah.
we did not know these Arabic swear words. Like, hello, we knew the main ones,
Mm.
but there's some that we heard. They were like, "What the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?"
bro? Yeah. Can I just say the Arabic swear words are so much worse than other language. swear words.
100%.
Like, you won't go up to someone in English or like on live. You won't say, "Oh, fuck your mother" or something like that. You won't.
No, but the thing is, the way they say it, it's so easy to come off the tongue.
Yeah.
It's like if you were to say it in English, like "f your mother,"
Yeah,
it
it's
takes like effort. But this one's like, you know, I don't want to say it because it's fucking. Bro, I can't
It's
even
that
say
bad.
it.
We can't even say
Like
it.
I'll
not
say it
brought
in
up-
English, yeah?
yeah.
I'll say in English, but then if you say it in Arabic, it's like the same swear word, yeah? Like fuck your mother, but I wouldn't say it in Arabic.
Mm.
Because it's like, it just sounds so much worse.
And can I just say, if let's say you're on live with someone, you've never met the person in your life. You've
but that's
nev-
why.
You've never had any problems with them, like specifically personally. So what can drag you to swearing at their mother? Like their mother, you don't even know her name.
Bro, someone done it to me recently.
Yeah.
And like fucking
Oh,
no,
yeah,
this is what happened. This is what, let me explain what happened. So there was a few people on live that probably saw this, but if you weren't on live, I've been jumping on these live things, which I'm going to explain later on because I'm going to start. I started doing the rankings, bit hypocritical, but let me explain myself. Just wait. But let me just explain this incident that happened. All right, I was on live and I was talking to shout out Asian Steve. I don't know if you're watching this podcast, but Asian Steve, I fucking love that guy. Done a face reveal. You know, very positive guy. You know,
Yeah,
just wants to have a chat, whatever. So he jumped on my live and we were talking about like the materialistic, like our Arab community, how materialistic we are, how money hungry we are. Because I was on live with a kid that basically his arms weren't working. He had some sort of disability. I don't know what disability it was, but he was obviously disadvantaged. Bro, I was on live with him for about 20 minutes. We're having a laugh and we're talking about like, nah, Bankstown's better than Liverpool. Nah, this
Yeah.
and that.
Just trying to brighten up his day. You know what I mean?
Trying to brighten up his day. What's your favorite food? And he's laughing, bro. Like he's telling me,
Oh, he was laughing his head off.
I love
man.
you. I love you.
You
And I'm
should see this, bro. He'll put
Bro,
a smile on your
bro,
face.
it was so
Yeah.
wholesome. I literally, you know what? I recorded it and I don't know. I'll probably put it up or something. But this guy was so cute, man. Like he was just laughing and like,
It's priceless. Like seeing that moment.
That's the
a person
thing,
with
like,
disability
he-
smiling like that. It's priceless. You can't put a price on it.
It is because the thing is, this guy is obviously disadvantaged. Like we take things for granted, like walking. Like today, I got up and I went to I went and got some water. You know, like even something like that is so priceless. But we're too busy thinking about, bro, that guy's driving an AMG. Why can't I have one? Was he wearing that, $5,000 shirt? Or was he wearing this fucking hat? Or why did he go on this many holidays?
Yeah.
And then I get jealous because I want to do that. And it's shit because we're constantly surrounded by it in the area. It's like you walk down the street, you see a guy fucking with his hand out the window, cigarette, driving a fucking, couple $100,000 car with a Rolex on.
Man,
That could be all fucking
Can I just
financed.
say that's all about image, bro. Like,
It is,
with all due
100%.
respect, people that go finance cars and that,
Yeah.
you're only doing it to make yourself look more well off when in reality you're not more well off than other people. You're in debt.
Honestly, to be
So-
honest, I reckon if you're one of those guys that drives like a car like that, you're probably hiding the fact that you got a small dick. I'm being like dead set. You're probably like fucking, just
Some real small dick energy.
bro, literally like, what are you insecure about? Unless you work for it and obviously it's your favorite car. But if you're just full image,
if you're financing it and you just
if you're financing it just to look like, gain a bit of confidence, then you probably have a small dick. I'm being dead set. Like that's the only reasonable
you're
explanation.
making up for an insecurity. So that could
100%.
be it. There could be that
100%. Like there's some insecurity behind there. If you're fucking couple $100,000 in debt or $100,000 in debt for a car, bro,
Yeah.
honestly, that's,
Guys, just don't finance a car. There's so much more financially smarter decisions you can make than
I think-
go
I
in
think-
debt for a car.
yeah. I think financing a car
Yeah.
is like one of the dumbest things you can do because obviously it depreciates in price as soon as you drive out of the dealership.
Bro, can I say something as well? Even when you buy a new car, for example, I bought a Toyota Orion not long ago. The first day, I'm not even gonna say the first week. The first day you buy it, it's mad. It's the best feeling. You're like, you park it up, you keep looking at it. You can't
Yeah,
stop
yeah.
looking at it, and it's just like
That's the thing. Like it becomes like it's like a drug, right? It's like some sort of high that you get initially. You look at the car and you're like, bro, that's the best car I've ever had. Like that's a mad car. You walk off and like you look back at the car. You do that for about a week, and then game over. And then after that, it's like fuck this shit box, bro.
No, you see
Fuck
it.
this shit
You,
box.
you see it as an asset, but then after on, you see it as a liability. Now I see it
100%.
as a liability because I gotta fuel it up. I gotta rejo. Oh fuck, rejo.
No, but it loses the hype. It loses the
loses
hype. Like you
100%.
don't. You sit there and you're like,
Oh, now I'm
it's just another car.
yeah. I'll just drive it like
It's just another car.
just-
Like you thrash it out.
Yeah.
Initially, you drive over speed humps. You're like,
yeah. You park it
you're
up.
worried,
you
you know,
wash
you're-
it the first week. You wash it.
you
You
wash
take care of it. You're not a single speck in the
then
car.
bro. Give it 2 weeks, you start thrashing the car.
3 months down the track, 30 V cans empty in the
And
car.
that's the same thing with your missus, right? No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Are we
I'm
gonna go
joking.
there? Are we really
No.
gonna go there?
I didn't just say that. I didn't just say that. But anyway, let me go back to that story. So I went. So anyway, I done that live with Asian Steve, and we sit there and we had like a mad conversation. You know, very deep conversation. Talked about our community. Talked about the swear words. Talked about how much we swear and like all this Arabic swearing and stuff and swearing at each other's mums.
Yeah.
I swear to you, I went to have dinner. So I jumped off with Steve and like obviously it was a mad chat. I come back on. The first fucking guy I joined, right? Little kid, fucking typical 16, 17-year-old kid, jumps on. Initially, it's all fun and games, right? He's like, oh, bro, is that Mahmoud Ismail? You know, do you do podcasts, this and that? And he's like, I want to jump on the podcast. I'm like, yeah, for sure, bro. Jump on the podcast, for sure. All love and support. Then a guy in the background, right? Fucking, I don't know, some kid as well, probably. And then he jumps in the background. And he's like,
meanwhile, his face is not showing.
his
so
face is not showing, by the
in
way.
the background.
He's
Nothing
like,
got to do with the
he's
light.
like, oh, is that Mahmoud Ismail? Fuck your mum in Arabic, to me. And I'm like, and then this kid that was on the phone basically started laughing instead of telling his mate, "Shut the fuck up, you don't know this guy." You know?
Yeah, he didn't check his mate. You should have checked your mate right
100%.
then and
He
there.
didn't check his mate, and then I sat there and I'm like, hang on a second. Bro, we were just fucking talking about how fucked up this generation is and how bad our community is. And this guy was a literal prime example of what we were talking about with Asian Steve.
Crazy.
And he fucking jumped on and done the exact thing we were talking about. And then I'm like, bro, I sat there. And then what I did was, right, I'm like, wait, why did he say that? Why did he just swear at my mum? I don't know you. And then instead of his mate saying, oh, don't fucking swear at someone, he started laughing. So I disconnected with him straight away. But here's the problem, right? You after told me that you should have swore back at his mum. That's the problem with our generation, right?
I didn't mean it like that. I mean like
No, but you said get your own taste of the medicine, which I can see from a standpoint, from your standpoint. But from my standpoint, I think if I had have said that, because I could have easily said, no, fuck your mum, back to him.
No, you
But then
shouldn't, yeah.
we would have just kept going back and forth. We would have ended up on a screen recording. And then we would have ended up with 16, 17-year-olds, 15-year-old kids watching us and saying, okay, they're swearing at each other's mum like it's nothing. So I can just go to someone and swear at their mum like it's nothing. Bro, back in the day, people used to just say your mum and we used to get cut. Not even swear your
Well,
mum. They used to go, oh, your mum.
yeah.
Even super, oh, my mum's dead. But like literally, we used to get cut. We used to
Yeah.
get cut because
now the word's just thrown around like it's
it's like someone can swear at your mum like it's nothing.
yeah.
Bro, it's so, I reckon that's one of the worst things
You
you can
can't
do.
even see the kid. You didn't even get the chance to see
Yeah.
the person that's swearing.
I
or
could have
you-
easily said to the kid, fuck your mum too. Like,
Yeah.
like in
Well,
Arabic
the
as well.
initial reaction is like, okay, he's saying that to me. I should say it back, but it's wrong. You shouldn't.
But it did come as an initial reaction, but I held it back. I'm like, no, I'm not going to say it this time because I was just saying it's like the wrong thing to do. And I was just literally just talking about it with Asian Steve on the live. And this guy comes along and says it to me, right? So I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking fight fire with fire.
No.
I'm gonna put out the fire with water. And then fucking literally, he probably would have felt like this, right? He would have felt like that.
But you know what's that? You know what the result of that is because they see. I guarantee you that kid, his number one person he follows, the number one person he watches is Mons. And I'm not saying anything bad about Mons. I'm just saying, but when you're perpetuating that, you know that from your point of view, that's what
But you
that's what he
can't-
does.
Look. I'm not defending Mons, right? But you can't say it's one person because
No, it's not. It's not.
the thing about everyone says Mons, right? Okay, Mons. All right, he swears at people's mums, whatever. But the people that are live with him are just as fucking disgusting and just as dirty because they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
They're doing the same. I've seen it a few times where people
Oh, they egg him on.
people
yeah.
aggravate him and say something to him for him to say it back. And I'm not defending him. I'm not saying like he's not the best person, obviously, on TikTok, but you got to look at it from an outsider standpoint, right? You got to look at it from an outsider standpoint. A lot of people aggravate to get it back. Like it's like tit for tat, right? But you shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be tit for tat. It should
No,
be
it shouldn't.
fucking close off the situation then and there.
You should be the bigger person and say, look, you don't swear, just don't swear back and just go back and forth. Because where are you going to get to? Like, what's the end
100%.
point? You swear at
That's
his
the
mum.
thing.
He swears at your mum. Where's that going to lead to? It's just going to be back and
Bro,
forth. You go
that's
nowhere.
the problem. That is the big problem. And then these screen recordings that happen, they're just as bad. These people that
Yeah.
screen record. Why the fuck are you screen recording?
Yeah, but
You know what I mean? Like
kids
because
like that, they see it that drama sells, and drama and like swearing back and forth on live, you get viewers up. I guarantee you, you could be, when you were talking with Steve, the
Yeah.
views went down. I'm not even gonna lie, the views went down.
no, because we were talking about something that people don't want to hear.
Yes, because you're
All
talking
that-
about good things. But if you and Steve suddenly started swearing and going back and forth,
I'm telling you,
views
the
would've gone
only thing that content has become right now in Sydney is literally drama. That's the only thing that sells. But the thing is, it's become like a fucking big reality TV show.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a big reality TV show that's just parts on TikTok because everyone has their own fucking drama. Bro, I jumped on live yesterday and then people started coming at me like, being defensive to me and this and that.
yeah, like
And I'm like, listen, I don't want to I made it clear to everyone. I'm like, I don't want to get involved in drama. I know my last 3-4 podcasts or whatever, some of them have been revolved around drama. But the thing is, I don't want to be in that drama, right? I don't want to be I'm not part of it.
In fact, our goal and our aim of this, what you're going to say, live rankings or whatever, our goal
Yeah, I was gonna
is to
get
get
into
to
that.
the top
I
without
was going to
drama.
get to that, yeah.
Yeah.
What I was going to talk about as well is basically, I know a lot of you have noticed, and probably some of you haven't, but I've been jumping on this TikTok live thing. I haven't jumped. I've talked a lot of shit about it. I've talked a lot of shit about it in the past. I'm like, oh, these fucking weekly ranking people. Oh, why are you taking people's money? Blah blah blah. This and that. Right? Completely fair. But the thing is, I said, you know what? Let me jump on it this week. Let me see what it's about. Let me see what the hype's about. Let me delve into it first person because I've heard a lot of different things from different people.
First-hand research, like
I want to do
First-hand.
first-hand research. I want to understand the concept behind it and feel the person that's actually in that live ranking and how they feel and what's all this drama and what's all this, because that's a whole nother ball game in itself. That's a whole nother fucking, I eat that, I eat this, and fucking, teams and all this shit coming at each other. And I'm like, fuck, I want to see what it's about. Right? I want to fucking try it out. So I said, all right, I've got this week off work. Basically, this is my last week off before work.
yeah.
So I'm like, listen, I'm getting a phone call. Fucking mid podcast never happened before, but anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, let me see what it's about. So I jump on and I go, this week I'm free. So I jumped on from the start. I'm like, let's make a team. Let's call Team Lebbie.
Yeah.
All right, because obviously we're the Lebbie. Let's call it Team Lebbie, and let's
Shout
try
out
and
Team
promote positivity and get to the top without doing any dramas.
Yeah.
Any dramas
Well,
whatsoever.
we just wanted to ask, is there a possible way we can get to the top without
what I
causing
mean?
drama?
And that's what I wanted to
See
see.
if there's still hope.
I wanted to see if I can get to the top by being positive.
Mm.
Obviously, now that I'm midway through it, we haven't even finished the week yet, but now that I'm midway through it, I'm starting to realize that there's no fucking chance you can get to the top of that TikTok live ranking without having some sort of fucking connections or without being a fucking negative drama person. Nothing against the people that are doing these TikTok live ranking, each to themselves. But me personally, I can't do that, right? I can't do that because I can't, first of all, I can't cheat and I can't fucking promote negativity.
No.
That's two things I can't fucking do. I can't ever do in my life. Because I jumped on and I'm like, all right, fucking let's try it. I got to organize this
You
big
can't
battle.
knock it till you try it. So
Yeah, so I organized this big battle at 7 p.m. when the weekly rankings restarted. I started getting all these gifts and I'm like, fuck, bro. I started realizing, fuck, these people are spending a lot of money on me, right?
yeah.
Like, fuck, bro, this is worth fucking $400. I got a rocket. It's worth this much. It's worth that much. But then
TikTok takes 70%.
TikTok takes 70% of that money, but it's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like if
Just
you
to put it out there, I'm
just to put it out there, TikTok takes 70%, but it's still you're still making a lot of money when people are sending you rockets, this and that. But then I started realizing after a day, right? So a day of doing it, the first day I made a lot of money, whatever. I'm not gonna say the exact amount, but I made some money. And then I'm like, fuck, bro, that's too much. But I started feeling bad. I'm like, fuck, the gifters, they're spending a lot of money in this and that. But then I started realizing, when I started looking at it, it was the ranking. The main thing that we started getting concerned about on the second day, because you become numb to the money. And that's the scary part. That's the scary part. You become numb to the money because you're like, oh, bro, it's a lot of money. But then you're like, the money's coming anyway. So what you start thinking about is the weekly ranking, and that's when it gets toxic.
Yeah.
That's when it gets toxic.
Because it's not just the money; it's an ego thing. It's like 100%. I should be on top of this person.
The money's not bad because all right, everyone's fucking money. Don't lie. Everyone wants money. That's
For sure.
Money makes the world go round. But the thing is, everyone becomes numb to the money. The money's just the money. But the one thing that makes it toxic and negative is actually the weekly rankings. And I know it sounds fucking weird when people are making like fucking $3,000-$4,000 like on average a week. But the thing is, it's the weekly ranking, bro. That's the only thing that differentiates these people. Because if these people just made money and there was no weekly rankings, no one would be negative to each other.
It's very toxic. I've jumped on lives and they've said, "Oh, this person's on top of me. What a piece of shit!" Just because he's on top of me. They'll
exactly.
abuse the person. They've never even met him,
Bro.
But just because they're on top of him in the weekly
People
ranking,
would come and actually try to take your gifters.
yeah.
Like we
bro.
had one big gifter. Let's shout her out. Fatsy underscore 187
187
on TikTok. She was our biggest gifter by far. People were messaging her. I'm not going to mention names, but people were messaging her and saying, "Come to our team." Blah blah blah. Oh, let's take Mahmoud's place. Let's go. Let's overtake his place. Mind you, I'm in the top 20, but I was like the best I done was like 12th, right? 12th or 11th.
Still
Could
pretty
not get
good,
in the top
but
10.
this is
still pretty good for the first week we ever do it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it starts becoming so toxic because I literally stayed up on that second night till 2 a.m., right? I stayed up till 2 a.m. worrying about this ranking, right? Because I'm like fucking 12th at this point. And then I jumped off, but the people that were under me stayed on. And I started watching their lives and I'm like, fuck, they're going to fucking jump on top of me. Fuck, I hope they don't jump on top of me.
Yeah.
But that's bad because I'm wishing bad upon these people just so they don't jump on top of me. And then I had to reevaluate myself. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Bro, it becomes so toxic. This TikTok live ranking is so fucking toxic. You don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't realize how toxic it is until I jumped into it. And that's why I wanted to know firsthand experience, right?
You know what they say? That saying, money is the root of all evil. People think it's like, it's just a stupid
It's
saying.
not though.
But
It's
it is
not money.
because
It's status. Status is the root
yeah,
of all
but
evil.
what causes that ranking? What's fueling that ranking?
Money.
It's not only ego, it's money.
100%.
Without the money,
But the thing
they
is,
wouldn't care about the ranking. I don't think they would care as much.
not as much, but the rank. I'm telling you, the ranking is what makes it toxic.
Yeah, but what's the
TikTok's smart,
root? The
right?
root of the ranking is money.
Money, yeah, the money. I know, but
Yeah.
the thing is, the ranking is what elevates this
But
toxicness.
that's what
If
ignites
people
it.
were just making money without the ranking, it wouldn't be toxic. It'll just
But
be like, yep, I'm entertaining these people, blah blah blah. I'm making money. That's it. It's like streaming. It's like streaming or whatever. You know. In the end of the day, as well, I got nothing against the people making money on TikTok because they realized a way to monetize TikTok, which is non-monetizable in Australia. But the thing is,
also the weekly ranking, the top 100, that's in the whole of Australia. That's like the top 100 in all of Australia.
it is. It's top one, and that's a big thing. Like we got 12th in all of Australia, which is fucking, bro. I was like, wow, that's
Buzzing.
pretty high.
Yeah.
We were buzzing. But the thing is, before I jumped in on it, before I said I'm gonna actually delve into it, I looked at it and said, "There's no way these people actually care about the rankings. They're making fucking like thousands of dollars. Why do they care about the ranking?
Yeah, like who cares?
Who cares, bro? It's just a ranking. You're still making money."
It's just a
But
number.
now that I look at it, I'm like, bro, the ranking literally starts taking over your life. Like right now, I'm doing this podcast, right? I would look at my fucking TikTok and I'm like, what's my ranking right now? And I keep checking it, even though I'm not live. I
Yeah.
keep checking it because people are coming up to me and they're catching up to me. That's when it becomes
And you don't want
toxic.
the other person to benefit. You don't want them to benefit. You want them
100%. That's when it truly.
keep going up, but don't go above me.
That's when it becomes
That's it.
really, really toxic. And that's when I realize I'm like, fuck, bro. This is actually very bad for your mental health. Very bad
Oh,
for your
for
physical
sure.
health and your mental
Bro,
health.
and we're just doing it for 1 week. We've been doing it for 1 week.
Well, yeah, well, halfway
It
through
hasn't
now.
even been a week, but
No.
we're planning to do it for 1 week. But there's people that go into it week in, week out,
Week
out. fail.
in, week out, bro.
How?
I'm talking, I swear to God, it was 2 a.m. the other night. 2 a.m. I just jumped off live. I had a massive headache and I was fucking nervous. I'm like, I don't want people to take my ranking. It consumes your life. It actually consumes your life. Like you're sitting there and you're like, bro, you could be anywhere. You could be out with family. You could be out with someone, but you're thinking about this ranking.
Yeah.
Even you're not thinking about the money.
You're thinking about
Trust
the
me, you're not
ranking.
thinking about it.
No, you're
And
not.
everyone thinks that. Everyone thinks, oh, bro, these
Initially,
people are
no.
racking in
Initially,
all-
you think about the money.
Initially, you do.
Initially, when you first get
but
into it.
the money's there anyway.
Yeah.
So then it just becomes about the ranking.
Yeah.
And then people have to go to certain extents and extremes to get that ranking. I'm talking fucking, bro, I can expose people here. I can fucking expose people here.
Oh, there's a lot of politics behind
bro,
this.
there's
guys.
so much politics.
If
Like,
you,
I'm talking
you do
cheating.
your first-hand research and you watch these people's lives, you'll find out the politics. Well, we're not going to say it.
Yeah, I'm
directly,
not going
but
to say the politics, but there's certain politics behind it. And I'm not going to sit here and expose it because I'm not in a place to.
No.
But the thing is, the things that people will do for that ranking, it's fucking crazy, bro.
Oh man,
It's fucking crazy.
crazy.
It's
Yeah,
an
it
ego
is.
thing. I'm telling you, it's an ego thing.
It is. It is.
And
what was I going to say? No, keep going.
Yeah,
forgot what I was gonna say.
and that's it, and that's what it is. Like I'm halfway through it now. I seriously look at it and I'm like, there's no way I'm probably gonna do this again because I'm like this. It just consumes your life, bro.
It does.
That's the thing. Like I love this podcast, right? I'm not making a lot of money from this podcast, but it's not toxic. Why is it not toxic? Because I'm not thinking, I'm got this ranking now. I got to stay on live. That's another thing, by the way. You got to stay on live for hours on end. And although it sounds easy,
But you know what? I feel like it's fine to be competitive to the point, but to a specific degree. You can be competitive where it's like I want to get first. That's fine. If you're saying I want to get first, I want to get top 10. But if you're saying I don't want this person to go above me and I hope he fails, then that's
there was something about people having moderators. They tell you put moderators, and then these moderators can block your gifters.
Yeah, bro.
How fucked is that?
We got that experience yesterday.
We experienced it firsthand. So someone actually jumped on, and these moderators. So we made moderators, right? We started giving people moderators, and then they blocked our biggest gifter.
Yeah,
because they came from another team. And that's what's crazy. Like
toxic.
it's so toxic that all these teams are coming, and then we made Team Lebbie, right? But Team Lebbie's all about positivity. Team Lebbie's like, let's get to the top. Let's have a laugh. We jump on with Uncle Mo, by the way. Shout out Uncle Mo. I want to get him on the podcast as well. He does a character, by the way. He's like a fucking proper character, like old Middle Eastern man, typical import. But it's not. He's not an import. I'm pretty sure it's a whole character.
He's all about having a laugh, and just enjoying.
But the thing is, we battle him, right?
Yeah.
So there's these battles. For those of you that don't understand, let me break it down for you. There's these TikTok live battles that two people versus each other, and they both have different gifters, and they both have people that double tap the screen. So if you double tap the screen, it gives you points. And there's two people, and the points are like head to head, right? But if you send a gift, that gives you more points. And a certain gift gives you like 20,000 points, which is a rocket. So, and then someone has to pay out of their pocket, basically, someone has to gift you, pay $700. How much is it for a rocket? Do you know how much it is for a
rocket? I think it's like $300, $400.
$300-$400, and they pay that gift $300-$400 for you to get 20,000 points in that battle, and that gives you a good lead.
You can do the math on this, by the way. If you want to find out how much money they make, you can do. And then
so if it's $300-$400 for a rocket, TikTok takes 70%. You make about $100 and something dollars.
$120-$100
in one hit. Yeah. In one hit. That's in one hit, by the way. And I think that's American. Or Australian, I don't know.
No, they buy it in Australian.
They buy it in
you
Australian.
Receive it in American.
You receive it in American.
I think that's how it is.
Which is crazy. Yeah. But anyway, but what we do to make it fun and to make it worthwhile and entertaining, we verse Uncle Mo, for example, and then if I win, for example, he has to do a dare. And that dare could be have a cold shower, eat fucking really hot chili, well, what else is there? Like dance, twerk. Bro, this guy fucking twerked. I twerked. I twerked on TikTok live battle.
Bro, that was embarrassing. I'm not even
fucking embarrassing, but you got to do it because you got to give people like their worth.
In front of like hundreds of people as well. So like,
and that's the thing. But when you jump on other lives, like people are spending ridiculous amounts of money for just someone that's sitting there and going, "Yo, thanks for the roses, bro. Thanks for the rocket, my man. Oh, let's go. Let's grow your account. Let's grow your account.
No, and you know what some of them do, which I hate. Some of them actually like ask the specific gifter, like, come on, we had Fatsy, for example. We never said like,
no, we never
Fatsy, come on, give me a rocket. Come on, Fatsy,
come on, send the rocket.
We don't do that. That's like,
actually begging,
yeah,
right?
That's begging. No.
What we're doing is not begging. And you might be laughing, but it's not begging because it's like, what it is it's entertaining. It's entertaining someone.
Yeah, man.
Don't lose track of that.
Yeah, I think of it as like, you look at Twitch, for example.
Yeah.
Twitch is kind of the same thing, but not really. Twitch is streaming and you get donations, right? You can get donations. And you're streaming, you're going out there and you're doing content, you're making content. So if we're doing kind of the same thing, if you think about it, entertaining.
What it is someone would gift you, right? And then you'd, for example, write their name on your forehead or whatever, and you would make the other person do a dare because of that person gifting you, right? So let's say someone gifts you and then they say, all right, I want the other person to, because we won, I want them to fucking scull a chili bottle. So that is entertainment for that person. So don't sit here and say, oh, you're a beggar, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. That's not begging, that's entertaining. What we're doing here is entertaining. We're doing a podcast, this is entertaining, and we're getting paid from it. Obviously, you guys are not paying us for it, but we're getting paid from YouTube. You know what I mean? So it's like a form of entertainment. And if it's truly begging is going out and sitting on the street when you can find a job and work and just asking people straight away, just give me money.
Yeah, straight up.
Give me
like,
money. Straight up, give me
please.
money.
Some
That
of them
is
do
what
do
begging.
this. I'm not going to deny. Some of them in the rankings.
Some of them do this,
and it's probably it's not probably some of them. It's probably a lot of them.
Fucking probably 80% of them.
Yeah.
A lot of people do it like where they're like
Yeah.
because they don't do challenges. That's the thing. When it's a challenge, then it becomes entertainment. Or when it's like
And get off your ass and do something. Entertain the people.
yeah,
If you're
entertain,
gonna-
bro. If someone's
yeah.
sending you fucking hundreds or thousands of dollars, the least you can do is fucking get up and entertain them.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and say, "Oh, yo, thanks for the rocket. Yo, thanks."
By the way, some of these people are making thousands of dollars
for
a
sure,
day.
for sure.
We're just
A
going to say
day,
that.
a day.
Some of the top ones. Yeah.
But anyway, fucking that's enough of that topic. We've
We've been talking about
fucking
that for a long
stayed
time.
on it for so long. Let's talk about our Queensland trip.
Yeah, man.
Bro, literally,
haven't
we
mentioned
were
that
in Queensland for a week, yeah?
Yeah.
But the thing is, we had to go to Port Macquarie. No, not Port Macquarie. What was it?
Nambucca Heads.
Nambucca Heads. So we went to
Is it
Nambucca Heads.
No, Urunga?
Urunga.
Urunga.
Well, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
whatever
fucking
it
forgot
was.
the name
Yeah.
of it.
I think it's in that area.
We
I
stayed there
believe.
for 2 nights before we got to Queensland. And the thing is, I had this predicament, right? So to get into Queensland, you got to have your COVID test, and you got to have your double vax, and you got to have your border pass.
Border pass, yeah.
So we done the border pass, right? We all got tested at the same time. All of us got tested. So we all got tested 2 days before we arrived in Queensland, and because they told you to get tested 72 hours before. So we're sitting there and we got tested, and I'm telling you, I was fucking shitting bricks because we were 1 hour away from Queensland. These guys all got their COVID result. All of them were negative, by the way. My brother, my mum, everyone was negative, right?
Alhamdulillah.
We were 1 hour away from Queensland, and I still hadn't got my result. Mind you, they got their result that
and we
morning.
keep asking him, it's like, Mahmoud, you got your result yet?
Did you get your result?
And
Yeah, no.
that question is getting more assertive, like
Bro,
every 10 minutes. It's like,
I got to
have
a
you
point,
got your result yet?
I seriously got to a point where I was like, fuck, I might have to do a Mexican border, and I might have to hide
Bro.
in the back because we thought it was like the Mexican
Yeah,
border.
I thought like they're gonna have fucking assault rifles.
Wallah, going into Queensland from New South Wales, I thought driving, I'm like, bro, we are going across the Mexican border right now, and one of us could be an illegal immigrant.
Who would have thought it'll get to this point where like going between states in Australia
It's
you're gonna
like
have to go
it's
through
like
borders.
It's like Mexican border.
Yeah, I thought
I'm telling
we're gonna
ya.
have to smuggle this guy in.
Bro, I did not get my COVID test result negative, and we were like 2 minutes away from the border, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna have to jump in the back, and you're gonna have to cover me. We're doing Mexican border style. I'm like, bro, we are doing Mexican border style.
Oh, and there's signs, by the way, on the way. They have about 50 signs. Breach of thing.
The thing is,
$10,000 fine.
so we're driving up to the border, and I swear to God, I'm fucking sweating bullets. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna get done. For some reason, I thought I was going to jail. Even though like I just didn't get my result. Like it's just a matter of time.
We overreacted, I think.
We overreacted a bit. So we drove up, and I'm like, and then everyone's like, just fucking, just you know, I don't know. We just started panicking. So we drove up, and then the cop's like, all right, guys, take up your border passes. And then I'm like, oh, beautiful. You didn't ask for the COVID negative result. So we take out our COVID border passes, Queensland border passes. Everyone shows him the border pass, and he's like, all right, guys, now I want to see your negative result.
PCR test.
PCR test negative result.
Yep.
Dad, Mum, Moses, show him. Yep.
All fine.
Pull out
Gets
my
to
phone,
him.
and I'm fucking panicking. I'm literally,
This guy's like, you know, when you have like
I'm
1% on your battery and you just go
bro,
like that.
I'm like, this is the moment I'm going to jail. I'm like, I accepted my fate. I'm
Yeah.
like, there's
I
no,
was
I'm
looking
fucking
at
going
you.
to jail. I'm
Bro,
like,
you were flicking through your phone. I'm like, what's he looking for?
bro,
There's
I'm
nothing there.
like,
There's
listen.
no test.
I'm like, I'm going to jail. That's it. I'm like, there's no chance.
Yeah.
He comes up to me, he's like, and then I'm like, look, to be honest, I haven't got my result yet. We all tested at the same time. I haven't got my result yet. And I said it, and I didn't say it like that. That was fucking good. I said it as like stutter. I'm like, to be honest, I haven't got my result yet because I don't know. I haven't got it yet. And I was fucking, and the guy could see that my face fucking turned white.
And you know when you have that movie scene where
was
like you felt that pause where you look, it
did-
felt like 10
it
seconds.
did feel like a movie scene
Yeah,
because
when
it
it
felt like
stops.
suspenseful. For some reason, it felt like there was suspenseful music in
know,
the
it
back
was
as well. Because like he took a pause for like 5 seconds, and then he's like, "So you guys are all negative, right?" And then they're like, "Yeah," and then he's like, "Oh, well, that's fine. Let's go."
Oh, bro.
And I'm like-
they were like, and then everyone just
Wait,
looked at each other.
what?
Wait, we made it to Queensland. It was like, yeah.
No, but we didn't do that straight away. We just let it sink in.
Yeah.
We're driving, and then I'm like, "Was that it?" Wallah, the whole time I thought it was a fucking Queensland border.
Guys, don't stress it. It's nothing, literally.
I was like, I thought this was Mexican border. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's it. I'm getting done for illegal immigration.
Well, that's what you think because you're like, border going into Queensland. I've never seen that. You've never seen a border going into Queensland. So you think it's like Mexican border because the only borders you see are on movies or fucking narcos. You see
100%.
Pablo Escobar going into.
Yeah, no, I was literally getting to a point where I'm like, I've probably got to hide in the boot.
Yeah, he got to.
I've got to hide in the boot.
We got to smuggle this guy in.
But what's going on with COVID, man?
Yeah. Oh,
You know what?
Oh, how many?
It's got to a point now where we're over 20,000 cases, with COVID.
Yeah.
But now it's like come a year ago, everyone was like worried, like, oh shit, you didn't know anyone that had COVID. You were like, who are these people that are getting COVID?
Yeah.
Now it's like, if you don't have COVID, you're weird. Like, what's wrong with you? You don't have COVID?
Yeah.
Now it's weird if you don't have COVID.
Yeah, it's like, you haven't.
I'm telling you, every single person I know has COVID. Almost.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of
It's
people
like,
now.
what the fuck, bro? Before, it's like, no one knew. You didn't even know someone that knew someone that had COVID.
Yeah. Oh,
Now it's like
it
everyone has
wasn't-
COVID.
It wasn't within our community to speak, or
No, it wasn't.
within our
Now
circle.
every Arab has COVID.
Within every circle or family, there's at least a
one
couple
person.
people. Yeah.
And like, touch wood, we haven't got COVID yet. All right. I shouldn't have said that because now it's gonna be like, oh fuck.
But
Here comes the evil
you kind
eyes.
of feel left out. Like you're
It's
missing.
fucked
missing
up.
the boat.
Look, it's fucked up, right? But I feel like now it's like I want to get COVID, but I want to just get out of the way.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I know.
It's like I feel left out. It's like everyone has COVID. Everyone just went through it, and now I'm sitting here. I'm like waiting for it. It's like you're waiting for the like ultimate
Yeah.
fucking demise. Like that's inevitable.
Yeah,
It's
you're
inevitable.
more worried about not getting it than getting it. If that
You're
makes
more
sense.
worried about not getting it,
Yeah,
because you're like,
because-
if I don't get it, then what the fuck, like I'm just gonna be waiting.
You
for
want to
it.
get immune to it. You want to get it and then just get immune to it. or
You want to
whatever.
test those fucking,
But can I just say they have these rapid tests now, and
Yeah.
a lot of people are taking these rapid tests. They're taking it like it's a fucking
bro. These rapid tests are like fucking. They're a moneymaker now.
yeah.
How much are they
oh,
worth? Like $50 a packet,
$50 a pop.
bro. I heard people are like, selling them in the
Oh,
fucking back of trucks.
Yeah, do we have rapid test dealers yet? Are they
bro, I reckon we have rapid test dealers at the moment. Hey, cuz, you got any rapid tests on your cuz? Sure. Hey, 50 for a bag. Let's go.
Hey, cuz, you got any rapid tests, man?
Hey, I got a few runners. I got a few rapid runners, rapid test runners.
Yeah.
You know who my rapid test supply is?
Who?
Moe down the road.
Moe down the road, bro.
Yeah, cuz he's got plenty, cuz.
Hey, but don't tell anyone, yeah.
Don't tell anyone,
Moe
guys.
down the road.
Hey, cheap rapid test. Hey, listen. No tick, but no tick.
It's like they have different kinds as well. What do you want? The fucking.
You want the Colombian rapid test? You want the good Colombian rapid test?
But you know what? They do a lot of false positives. I've heard.
Bro, I heard there was like 5,000 people that were like told that they were positive, but
that's
they're
a
actually
problem.
negative.
That's a problem if they're doing false positives.
That is so bad because imagine you're like, oh fuck, I got COVID. Oh no, I don't have COVID. But you're more cut that you don't have COVID.
You know what? This guy, he's been wanting to get COVID. I don't know why. It's so weird.
The thing
But-
is, it's like COVID hates me. I
Yeah.
think COVID hates me. They just
Watch,
don't want-
but hello, we'll be saying this by next episode. Sorry, guys, we have COVID.
Sorry, guys, we have COVID. We can't, but we need to get guests. We need to get guests. But,
Oh, next
that's
week?
The thing. I want to get COVID, right? But
Yeah.
I don't want to get it at an inconvenient time.
Yeah, you
That's
know.
the thing.
Do you want to give him a heads up that we have a good?
Not because it's not confirmed, but
but
I don't know. I don't want to confirm it.
we
We might have a good guest.
We might have a good guest next week. Let's
We'll
just
see.
say that.
Let's just see. We're waiting.
promises.
Obviously, there's a lot of things that are. You might know who this is, but we're waiting. We're trying to get a few things lined up before we get this guest. But yeah, it's in the works. Let's just say it's in the works. Just stay tuned. All right. What else do you want to talk about?
By the when we're on the way to Queensland, back on that topic, but
Yeah.
you know how you pass Coffs Harbour and you always have to go to that big banana place.
Bro, the big banana is the fucking best banana split I've ever had in my life. What a banana
bro,
split.
It slaps. It slaps.
Bro, it fucking slaps.
But in basic terms, it's just banana, cream, ice cream, and chocolate
Yeah,
syrup.
but it's just the banana. It's just
Yeah.
so good, but it just tastes like any other banana.
It's so basic, but it's just nice. Like you can make it at home. Chop a banana in
the
half.
bananas, hey,
cream.
look, listen, the bananas, they're fucking good, bro.
Yeah.
The bananas, hey,
They
Coffs
just
Harbour.
They just hit different.
You know what? It's a must. If you're going to Queensland, if you're driving up, the best thing to do is go through that
Yeah.
big banana.
Does anyone else drive to Queensland? Because we do.
I prefer to go by plane because I get car sick after like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't mind the drive because you see all these attractions and stuff.
There's always those people that love road trips. They're like, oh, we're driving to Queensland.
let's
I
fucking go.
Love it.
Hey, you know what I did this time? I got a few souvenirs. Fuck, I don't
Yeah.
have them here, but
Oh, I was going to get to that.
I got a few
in,
souvenirs.
in Big Banana when we got the souvenirs.
Yeah.
I was looking past the souvenirs. I'm like, oh, what should I get? And then I saw a Big Banana yo-yo. And it reminded me of the
Oh,
time, bro.
There was a time. It's like vapes now, yeah. But
Yeah.
when we were young, there was yo-yos.
Yeah.
And there was always that cunt, that one bloke that had the yo-yo that you do it and it stays down.
I know.
How does he do that?
I don't know how he does it.
How does
It's
he
like
do it?
He'll spin it and then fucking
Bro.
make a triangle and then make it go like
No,
a
but not only
pendulum.
that, the guy had this like tech fucking yo-yo that literally
Yeah.
it's like a dog.
It was like
when he tells it to come back up, it comes back up.
It was like, you know how you have the PS4 and then you got the PS4 Slim?
Yeah.
He's got the
Bro,
yo-yo.
this
3
guy,
the
honestly,
yo-yo 3000.
bro, back in the day when I was young, probably a lot of these kids won't know, but when I was young, everyone had a yo-yo. It was like
Oh,
the
bro.
must. And everyone flexed on their electronic yo-yo.
I can't remember the brand. I need to find
No,
it.
no, there was a brand. There was definitely a brand. Hey, but you know the electronic yo-yo?
Yeah.
The one that like, it's called a sleeper.
Bro, it's got
Was
like
it called
a motor.
sleeper?
I swear it's got like a motor.
I think it's got a motor. But the thing is, they had moves. They were called like sleeper. What's a sleeper?
I think they make it like sleep or something.
No. The sleeper was when they do it and then it rolls, but it stays down.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when you want, you lift it back up.
What was
I
that?
remember when I didn't have an electronic one.
Yeah.
I just let it just dangle, and I'm like, sleeper, sleeper.
and it's just hanging down. It's
And
not a
it's
sleeper.
literally just hanging down. There was no fucking sleeper.
Oh, by the way, the one that I got at the Big Banana was the shittest yo-yo.
Oh, you could do sleeper, but it doesn't have electronic.
Nah, it's not here.
No, it's not he.
But
But
I
fucking
was gonna
yo-yos,
say as
bro.
well. You know that the trick where they make it like a triangle and then it's like a pendulum.
Bro, they make it a triangle and then they make it
How
go
the fuck
through
did
and
they
back.
do that?
Bro, people with yo-yos back then, it was the biggest flex.
I know.
Everyone, bro, someone that flexed on you with it. There was like challenges as well.
Yeah. It's
Who
like,
can like make the yo-yo go stay longer as a
yeah,
sleeper?
bro, there were so many weird
so weird,
phases.
bro.
The footy cards phase, the yo-yo phase, the fucking
You got to admit though, we had
Um,
actual items, right?
Yeah.
Now it's like all electronic.
yeah. Also that bracelet. What was it called? Fuck. I think maybe that was a bit after your time, but there was the
Bracelet.
It's like you tie them up and stuff, and they become like a bracelet. They're like
Fucking.
they're like strings. I forgot what they're called, but they
What
were,
are they called? They were like strings, and then you like
Yeah,
fix them
and
up
they had
yourself.
a dealer in every class. Everyone like they'd actually like sell.
No,
them.
but the thing is, I never knew how to do it.
yeah.
I don't think I ever knew how to do it. I just
Yeah,
saw people
no,
do it, but I
there
never
was-
knew how to do it. It
there
was
was
like a
like a-
square,
Yeah.
and then you wrap the ropes and stuff, and then it becomes
Bro,
like a
I feel so
bracelet.
dumb now. Oh, bro, what was it called? But yeah, there was always a person in each class that would sell those, and I reckon those people down the
I
track
can't
they
remember
became
the
business people, literally.
You know what? The people. Let me just shout out the people that used to sell footy cards.
Yeah.
They used to sell like drinks. But there was a kid at our school that sold
Energy drinks.
energy drinks.
Yeah.
He
I
sold
think it was
energy
the same
drinks,
guy, yeah.
and he like literally would come to school and have like fucking a whole bag of energy drinks and send them for like $2 each and make profit.
But what happens to those people? No one knows.
Do they end up businessmen
Do they end up CEO, fucking Jeff Bezos?
or do they end up runners or dealers?
I
They
hope
might be
not.
the same ones that ended up as
It's either
dealers.
they go Jeff Bezos or fucking Ali Hader. I don't know.
No, they probably end up as dealers, bro. Especially
Yeah.
the school that we went to, bro.
Oh, bro.
100%.
I hope they became successful business.
Well, let's just hope they
businesswoman.
became successful, but they became successful in a good way.
Yeah, in
You
the
know
right
what I mean?
industry.
Because a lot of kids these days, they're like,
Look.
they want easy money quick,
yeah.
but they don't want to work for it. They don't want to, build a business, build a brand,
Right,
build a logo.
if you can sell stock of anything at school, trust me, come on.
I'm telling you, those kids at school were they were smart, bro. They were way
Yeah,
ahead. They were
man.
way ahead of their years. They were way ahead of
And-
their years.
And like you wouldn't think of it when you're young. You think it like it's just normal. Like
Bro, when you're young, you don't even think about money.
yeah,
You
like,
just think about fucking, I don't know, footy,
yeah, literally.
sports, and
But
having
you
a-
know what?
having a
The
laugh.
kids now, I feel like they're developing a bit more in that sense. Some of them.
I feel like they're developing more, but they're developing the wrong way.
Yeah, the wrong.
They're
way.
like trying to grow up too quick,
They're
but
growing up too
sometimes it's
quick.
not good when you grow up too quick because then you become concerned about things that shouldn't fucking concern you at that age.
yeah,
You know what I
for sure,
mean?
For sure.
Like, especially we talk a lot about vaping, but that's like the main one.
Mm.
Because they see everyone smoking, vaping, they're like, oh, I want to grow up quick.
Mm.
Bro, sooner or later, you're going to see 16-year-olds driving illegally
Yeah, literally.
without a license.
I wouldn't even be surprised. Like
They probably do.
at this point.
15-year-olds.
It's like they want to grow up too quick. Trust me, guys. Stay.
Fucking stay
Stay.
here. Stay here.
That's like.
Why do kids want to grow up so quick? Like,
If anyone knows that scene, that what he just done,
Bro.
comment it down.
oh,
please.
yeah. Because I think we've mentioned, like, that scene when he grabs the kid and he's like,
You always do something. You always do something.
no,
like that.
listen. And he, like, because he grabbed
people
the
on
kid.
Spotify.
No, if you're listening on Spotify, I hope you get what that
Oh,
means
bro.
on Spotify.
That does not sound.
No,
right at all.
literally no, because it doesn't sound what you're thinking, but it's like me grabbing a kid's face right now. that's a bit chubby and like shaking his head, this is what you'd hear. Because he's like, his cheeks are moving.
Stay
And then he grabbed the kid and he's like, stay
But
here
it
for as
resonates-
long as you can.
That scene resonates so much now because you
It
think
does,
like,
bro. Like when I see a kid that's like 12, 11, 13,
bro.
and they're like stressing or something, I'm like, bro, you don't know what you're in
Oh.
for. You don't know what you're in for when you get over the age of 18.
Yeah.
When you're over the age of 18, responsibilities, habibi cars, females,
Females,
money,
money.
so much different stuff that you got to worry about, right? And then like when you're a kid, bro, what do you have to worry about, bro? You just go to school, your mum feeds you, you come home, you
What do
fucking...
you worry about? What? Well, fucking, what am I going to get from the canteen?
What am I going to get for? Am I going to buy my mate a meat pie from the canteen? Is that what you're going to worry about?
Oh, another thing as well. I'm sorry to go on another tangent, but there's always that one kid at school that just buys that he's a sick cunt. He buys for everyone, like in the
You
canteen.
know what?
He
I
shouts
always
everyone.
wondered, those kids, I used to think that they were loaded, but it's just their parents that are loaded.
Yeah,
It's like, because if a kid's like fucking in year 7, year 8, and he's shouting the whole fucking class
Yeah.
lunch,
there'd always be that one kid that just brings a $50 note to school.
bro, honestly, mum would give me a $2 coin
Yeah.
and be like, that's your fucking week. No, I'm not. Look, I'm not going to brag about mum, but like, but in comparison to these kids,
she
like,
gave 5
who in their right mind would give a fucking, a 12-year-old kid that's in year 7, $50 to go to school? What the fuck's he gonna buy? A meat pie costs $2. What
Trust
is he?
me,
Is he
bro.
gonna buy? Is he gonna buy a 3-course meal
He's
at
gonna-
the canteen?
He just ends up buying the whole fucking class, like a drink or whatever.
He does, but that's the thing. Like, the mum is shouting the fucking whole school.
Yeah, literally.
But the kid, bro, I always wondered these kids that would buy stuff because they probably save their money.
Yeah.
They probably save those $50 and just take it home, and then they're making what, $350 a week.
Yeah, but seeing a yellow note at that age, it's unheard of. It's like you used to
Bro,
seeing
that
the
one
blue-
kid that will take out his wallet that goes, you know, the wallet that's like,
Bro,
the
I feel
Velcro.
like they announce it to everyone. I got $50. Anyone
No,
want-
they take it out and they just like, as they're at the canteen, like they show it like that. They show everyone, here's the $50 note, brother. You know, and then they'd show like they'd pay, and then the canteen guy would be like, do you want more? Oh,
they love
what
it,
about
bro.
the ice cream? Oh, don't
They're
you want
loving
ice
it.
cream? Don't you want this? Don't you want chips? Don't you want chocolate?
But how profitable is running a canteen at schools?
I don't think it's that profitable, is it?
You reckon?
Like, how much do they make? How much do canteens at school make? Do they probably make a lot of money?
Well, they have those two break periods.
They got recess and lunch, right? But what do they sell? They sell ice cream. They sell drinks. They sell like,
Well, I mean, if
how much kids buy? But
bro,
you know what? There was
sometimes
big
it gets
lines.
packed.
There was
Yeah.
big lines. What
Chicken
about the
and
chicken
chips.
and chips on Thursdays?
Chicken and
Oh.
chips Thursdays.
Hey, you know
See you
what?
later.
Every school has it, right? Every school has this one day where they have the best food. For us, it was Thursdays chicken and chips.
Yeah.
Fucking Thursday
Bro.
chicken and chips was, bro, it was probably the most soggiest chicken I've ever had in my
Oh.
life. With the most soggiest
Can I, bro?
Bro, the thing is, they would put it in a styrofoam and then you'd open it and there'd be like water. Then like you'd have
Bro,
to like
it'll dissolve. It'd be fucking half water.
You'd have to drain the water. That's how much water there is.
It's legit half water because it dissolves over
Because it
time.
dissolves. And
It's not fresh at
But
all.
the thing is, it was the best chicken and chips ever because you just
know.
drench it in barbecue sauce.
Yeah, and you don't know the definition of high class and like nice
Bro, I'm
food
telling
at
you,
that age.
canteen
You don't know.
food was like the best food that you can ever have, even
Yeah.
though it was probably the most chat food you'd ever have in your
Oh,
life.
bro, if you go back now and have canteen food now, you're like,
You'd
well,
probably
what
be
is this?
disgusted. But yeah, like every school had that one day where they had the special food. Whether it was chicken burger, whether for us it was chicken and chips, and it was like
Yeah.
in the styrofoam. Well, how much was it? Was it like $5 or something?
Oh yeah, it was like $5.
Fucking cheap.
Yeah, $5.
Now that you think of it, it was $5.
Pretty
you get
cheap,
like
not bad.
You get
Chicken
like
chips.
You probably get like three
Decent size as well.
chicken pieces or something,
Yeah,
and you get like a whole fucking chips, like
Yeah.
a styrofoam. I'm talking like a HSP fucking styrofoam,
yeah,
but it was all water.
literally, it's like
You drain it.
because they make it like before the people come out for lunch by like for what 20 minutes. 10
Oh
minutes?
yeah.
By the time everyone comes out, it's like it's dissolved,
It's
bro.
different.
It's,
It's
fucking
different.
dissolved.
You know what? It was so good though.
Yeah,
It was fucking good, man.
Simpler times because
It was. Like you look back at school, man. There was nothing to worry about.
Yeah. But then again, like you grow up. I mean, growing up is just a part of life. So they just become memories. Those things.
It is a part of life, but at the same time, cherish the moment that you are in now,
For sure.
because
Sure.
yesterday was a mystery. No. Yesterday was history. Tomorrow's a mystery.
That's a
Isn't that
song.
what they say?
What song is that?
No, that's from a cartoon. I'm pretty sure it's from a cartoon. I saw it on a TikTok. I saw it as like a cartoon scene. It said yesterday.
might be history.
No. Yesterday
song
was
as well.
history. Tomorrow's a mystery. So just live today like it's the last day, and live today like it's
Yeah.
the moment. Live in
I'm
the
tripping
moment.
out. I've heard it.
Live in the moment. That's what it is. Live in the moment.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Don't sweat the little things, guys. Just take life as it is and just live life. Don't think too ahead. Live in the
I
moment.
fucking missed this podcast, eh? Like
Yeah.
we took like 3 weeks off it, and I'm like, I felt empty.
Mm.
I did feel a bit empty because I'm like, I need a rant. Like this is
Yeah.
my perfect way to rant.
Yeah, you need
You need a
a sitting-
release.
through this whole lockdown bullshit and COVID and all that stuff last year, you needed times to just talk and have conversation.
It's not only talking, but it's reflecting as well.
reflecting as
It's
well, yeah.
reflecting on everything that's happening on around us. It's reflecting on a lot of things. And like, I don't know, bro. I just want to grow this podcast to as much as I can, and just fucking keep doing it, because I keep saying it, bro. It's the best thing to do. It's my favorite thing to do. Like I used to watch Joe Rogan.
It's
Wallah.
amazing.
I was watching Joe Rogan a few years ago. I'd always watch Joe Rogan. I'd be like, he probably has the best life because he meets all these new different people. He gets to talk shit for 3 hours, and then just go home, and that's his life. That's his job basically. It doesn't even feel like a job. It's not a job. It's a mad thing to do.
I feel like you get wiser as well, and you learn how to like talk
Communicate
to
better.
different types of people as well. Communicate with
Yeah,
different
because
types of
obviously our, as you can tell, bro, our podcast is so dynamic because 1 week would get someone like, for example, Matt Shares, who was a suicide survivor, basically, committed suicide at the age of 16. And then the week after we got like James Webby, who was a fucking competitive eater. He ate Krispy Kreme in 50 seconds.
people. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a dozen Krispy Kremes.
Yeah. Right,
That's just crazy.
That was crazy. Like, the recap video as well we made on Instagram.
Yeah,
If
we've
you
done a
haven't-
recap video on Instagram.
Check
But guys,
that out.
listen, 2022 is going to be a big year, inshallah. Like
sure.
this is just the
Oh,
start.
You didn't
5K
address
subscribers?
5K. Yeah.
Listen, guys, we hit 5K subscribers. You know how fucking happy I
That's
got?
amazing, bro.
My goal for the end of 2021 was 5K subscribers, and I'm telling you, we hit 5K subscribers at the 30th of December, the 31st, the day before New
Yeah.
Year's.
I got to admit, I was like, there was a moment where I was like, oh, we're probably not going to hit 5K.
We were on 4,950 or something like that, or 920.
920, I think, yeah.
920, and we needed 80 subscribers in a day,
In a
and
day.
we got 80 subscribers in a day, or even more, and we hit
Yeah, and
5,000.
that's unheard of. Without
was
posting
crazy.
a video, getting 80 subs in a day.
Yeah. Guys, I just
Happy
want to
to-
keep doing this podcast. Guys, by the way, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, I know it's a bit late in the
Yes,
podcast
please.
now, but please
Should
go
mention at the
subscribe.
start more.
I should always mention
Yeah.
at the start. But guys,
Anyway.
please subscribe. It helps us out so much. It's just a click of a button. If you're not subscribed, because I saw, bro, like last podcast, I checked the statistics. Fucking 70% of people that are watching us are not subscribed.
Yeah. But
It's
I
not that
feel like
hard.
we're getting new listeners. So
We are,
because
we
we're
are.
getting new listeners. If you want to stay here, you want to stay on the good side,
Guys,
Subscribe.
seriously, subscribe.
One
Fucking
button.
like,
One
subscribe.
button down there.
One button. Just all you got to do. Click that button, subscribe. It means the world to us. We're trying to we're trying to double what we've done this year. You know what I mean? So last year. So we hit 5,000 subscribers. We're trying to hit 10K by the end of the year, but even more. We just want to grow this. Let's grow the
I
Lebbie
want to
podcast.
double that goal.
We keep saying we're the best podcast in the area, but eventually, bro, we want to be the best podcast in Australia or even the world.
Yes.
Like, the world's
That's
a-
the goal.
But we want to be the best podcast in Australia at least. If we
Yeah.
be the best podcast in Australia, I'm telling you, that's my goal. That's my end goal. I just want to have the best podcast in Australia. Just talk shit, fucking have a laugh, and just
That's it,
enjoy
man.
life, man.
Take care of yourselves. Thanks for the support. And
Thanks for the
it
support,
means the
guys.
world.
Keep watching us on TikTok.
And mark my words, this year our production is. I know we
Yeah,
say
listen.
that a lot, but our production is going to go much better. We're gonna
Because-
have multiple angles and everything.
Because of the fact that we're going to get guests and stuff, right? So we're going to get new guests. We done one with 4 guests. We done one with Hedy and Sam, and then we had 4 guests in total. I'm telling you, that was a good dynamic. We want to get 4 guests more often. So sorry, when I say
Minus-
4 guests, I mean
minus-
2 guests
Yeah.
and 2 hosts. So
The pilot mic, but yeah.
the minus the pilot mic, obviously. But so we want to get more angles. We're gonna get better equipment. We're gonna change up the setup, change up the setting a bit, put some proper fucking decorations,
Yeah.
maybe put a few photos.
Bit blank
I don't know,
right now.
guys. If you have suggestions for our studio, let us know. Maybe we'll implement it. I don't know. I'm not a fucking
sure.
interior designer, but if anyone has some sort of interior designer background, let us know what you want to see in the studio. But for now, this is the Lebbie podcast signing out. First podcast of 2022.
Yes.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Stay classy.
Stay
there.
classy, Sydney. Share it to all your cousins, share it to everyone,
Yes.
and yalla, peace out. Bye.